we thank God every day that he gave us a leader like President Trump. Would you join me now in welcoming our great leader, our great patriot, my friend, the President of the United States of America, President Donald Trump.
And that's Reverend Robert Jeffress introducing President Trump last night at the Celebrate Freedom rally, an event to honor our veterans. And Reverend Jeffress is a pastor at First Baptist Church in Dallas and a Fox News contributor. He joins me now live to talk more about his experience. Welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Laura.
All right, Reverend. Well, we would just want to get to the basics. Let's start with your thoughts on how it went last night. This was a huge event for you.
It was an electric center with President Trump's most ardent supporters, veterans and evangelical Christians. And he spent some time certainly praising veterans for their role in protecting our freedom. But he also spent a lot of time talking about our most important freedom, the free exercise of faith. And Laura, I think the line that got the most thunderous ovation is when President Trump said, as long as I'm president, nobody will prevent you from practicing your faith or preaching what is in your heart. And for many Christians who have felt like their faith has been under attack for decades, these were welcomed words.
And you said that the president has made good moves for religious freedoms. Do you believe he has done that for all religions?
Yes, he is certainly intent on protecting the religious freedoms of all Americans. I've talked with him many times over the last 2 years about that. But I think he also realizes that evangelical Christians have certainly been marginalized. And you know, Laura, one of the things he asked last night, which was so basic, was he said, why is it we can't pray publicly at football games or in schools any longer? And just think about it, Laura. Why is it for 180 years the public display of faith was fine, but suddenly the last 60 years it's been deemed unconstitutional? Did the Constitution change? Of course not. What has happened is we have allowed secularists and liberals to pervert the First Amendment, and I believe the president understands that and wants to change that.
All right. Well, last night was obviously an important night for veterans, too, at this rally and around the country who are watching and listening. But the president did take time out from thanking the veterans to go after the media at this event. We want you to listen to a piece of that.
The fake media is trying to silence us, but we will not let them, because the people know the truth. The fake media tried to stop us from going to the White House, but I'm president and they're not.
All right. So what did you think of that moment?
Look, my mother was a celebrated journalism teacher. I grew up with a respect for the press, but I think many in the media have lost their objectivity about this president. They are becoming meaner and meaner in their criticism of him. And I think what has happened is Donald Trump has committed the unpardonable sin with the media, and that is he has made them irrelevant. By using social media, he has cut out the middleman of the media and is connecting directly with people, and I think the media can't forgive him for it.
All right. Well, moving forward, what more do you hope to hear from the president on religious freedom? Obviously, a very important you and many others throughout our country.
I think the most important thing the president can continue to do is appoint conservative justices to the Supreme Court and judges at the federal court level who will interpret the law according to what the Constitution actually says and not by what liberals wish it said. And I can tell you this president is intent on pursuing his agenda, and that is something his enemies will never forgive him of.
All right, Reverend Jeffress, thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Laura.
Thank you so much.